What's going on, YouTube? It's Analytic Reason. Back at your service. So yesterday we picked Brooklyn Nets plus 1.5, and that was a loss. And I actually watched that whole game, um, and I learned two things. Okay. Um, First, I learned that Brooklyn cannot rebound. They I don't know who their center is. I've never seen that guy. His name is like Nick Claxton, right? Nick Claxton. And I swear, I think he must weigh like, I don't know, 180 pounds or something. 215. Um Honestly, he was just getting bodied. He was getting bullied around. He's a little bit too skinny, and I don't know if it was the Greek freak, being the Greek freak. He was just offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. He was just abusing the entire Nets on the boards, and it seemed unfair to me at one point. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets try to make a move to shore up that center position sometime during the season, because it really seemed bad. If Patty Mills didn't shoot 7 for 7 in the 3 point land, this would have been a blowout. I mean, it kind of was, but Nets kind of kept it right around striking range during the whole game. But it's every time they made a little run, Milwaukee would hit a big three or something like that to kill momentum. So that was one thing I learned, and the second thing I learned, which is even more important, is the fact that the refs are letting the players play. Um, I, a couple of plays. I mean, multiple. Both the Nets and Brooklyn. Both the Nets and Milwaukee. I would see bodies consistently hitting the ground. The players would complain. Their arms would go in the air, like what's going on. Yeah, but you know what? I like it. I think this is way better than the coddled, pussified ball we've been playing for the last 10 years. I think this is way better. Guys were going to the rim, they were getting contested, bodies would hit the floor, and the players, the refs would just let them play. Man, I mean, this is basketball. It's a contact sport, and I think I liked how that what I saw, and immediately I thought about two things. I thought about how this would affect players, and I thought about how this would affect teams. So this is going to affect teams like Phoenix because of CP3, and it's going to affect a team like Atlanta because of Trey Young. Um, I'm gonna try to lay off of the picking them till I see what's going on with them. They're gonna have to adjust. See, CP3 really takes advantage of how the game works, and he uses the uh, the free throw line to his advantage, not only just to score points, but to kill momentum, to give guys a breather. He's very crafty like that, and he's a vet, so he's gonna have to adjust to this new style of play. I mean, he will. He's a smart guy. Trey Young, he's gonna have to, I guess, adjust. I don't know if he could continue flopping the way he does, but it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see how this also affects not team total, I guess team totals, but the totals for each game. Now that they're calling less fouls, they're going to be shooting less free throws. Now, does the over under change? I'm going to take a look. I'm going to keep track of that. I'm going to see how this new set of rules, I guess, for lack of a better word, I'm going to see how they adjust Vegas's lines. I'm going to see how maybe it might not even change. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, so those are the two things I learned. Um, so for on to today, I like. Well, before I pick a team, right? Just want to make sure you guys know that this is the beginning of the season, and a lot of my handicapping is revolved around uh, motivation. So it's hard to tell who got what type of motivation right now. You're gonna have to kind of see, like after a month in, it's kind of gonna be a little bit easier to tell. But right now, you're gonna want to go a little bit light. You're gonna tread lightly. Yesterday, I thought Brooklyn had a little bit more motivation than Milwaukee. Obviously, Milwaukee was just as motivated, and the score reflects that. And Golden State, I could see why Los Angeles is gonna kind of struggle because you got three legit superstars in a team. It's gonna take a little while for them to gel before they have their little 8, 9 game winning streaks. And Golden State, that was a good win. I didn't see the game, but I could see Steph Curry still trying to let people know that he's still in the league. He's still around, and you're still gonna have to deal with him. So um, yeah, I could see that happening. But to me, at face value, this looked like a toss up. But yeah, good win for Milwaukee yesterday. All right, so for today, I like Charlotte -1. Not only do we have a future on Charlotte with the win total above 38.5, I like Charlotte here because I think that, well, this to me this looks a little bit odd, but to me I think Charlotte's a better team here. Um, you got Ball, who who's a I think he's in his second year, but I think he's a superstar. You got Terry Rozier, who's pretty much a walking bucket, and then you got Kelly Oubre, who's probably not as respected, but he could score the ball. Um, and Indiana still has no Warren, no Lavert tonight, and you got Brogdon, who's around 70%. So all you really have is Brogdon, Sabonis, and Miles Turner. And Sabonis is gonna get his. You can't really stop that. And Turner's gonna get his. But the concern here is that um can can Ball, Rozier, and Oubre outscore them? Now I think they can. But with these new rules and these flopping rules, it's interesting. Um, I gotta take a look at this game tonight. But I think Charlotte's a better team here. I'm gonna take Charlotte -1. Actually, if you can, just just pay the extra 5 cents and pick the money line. -120. Just take the money line if you could get a better line. But I like Charlotte here. But for YouTube purposes, I'll take the spread right here. Charlotte -1. I just think they're the better team right now. Let's see how it goes. I really don't think no Lavert, no Warren. I don't think that leaves much at perimeter shooting for Indiana. If you can't shoot the ball in 2021, you're not a good basketball team. So I don't know if they got that many shooters, but I don't know. I don't think you could out. Oh wait, you know who else? Charlotte has Gordon Hayward. How did I forget? Yeah, Gordon Hayward. Let me write that down. They got Gordon Hayward too. Let me just see their depth chart real quick. Yeah, yeah. I this Charlotte's gonna Charlotte's gonna I like what, and I also saw Rozier gather the team up sometime in the summer, and they were already scrimmaging way before people were even thinking about basketball. So I kind of like their chemistry. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Charlotte here. I like Charlotte -1. I think that's I don't want to say I don't want to ever use the word safe, but it seems the most logical to me. Uh, let's see. Let me see if I have any other thoughts for you here. So Charlotte minus the 1 is the official pick. Chicago minus the 5 right here. Let me just. This seems a little bit odd to me because Detroit is horrendous. Um, Detroit is really bad. Um, let's see. Their only good player is Jeremy Grant, and they got I don't know who this is. They got well, he's a rookie, and they got I don't know who this is, and then they got I don't know who this is. So they got Jeremy Grant. Okay, I'm gonna just stay with me on this thought right here. Okay, so they got four I don't know who they are, and then they got Jeremy Grant, and then let me just go to Chicago real quick. All right. So they got Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams. I don't know. I don't really know who that is. And they got Vooch. And you're telling me that they're only a -5? That seems a little bit odd, no? I'm just gonna leave it at that. That seems a little bit weird. Um, maybe you could take the +5 here if you feeling a little bit crazy, or you could add it to your parlay. But I don't think I could take the Bulls right here. This seems a little bit odd to me, right? Um, gun to head, I like the Knicks. Probably means bad things, but yeah, I like the Knicks. I'm not very big on Boston this year. I don't think I don't think I think something's wrong with their front office. They can't really make a decision. I don't know why they let a lot of guys go for nothing, but maybe they should have traded Tatum when they had the chance to get all those guys from New Orleans. I think that was the trade. But yeah, they could have been sitting on a couple of players. I think maybe like Brandon Ingram or some shit. But yeah, um, I like Washington here. Nah, I don't really like this game. There's turmoil going on in Philly. I don't like this one. I wouldn't touch this. Although common sense would say you go over 230 on this game, right? But I wouldn't touch that. Orlando usually does good at the Spurs, but I don't know if I would touch that. Phoenix, I'm gonna lay off. I'm not touching that. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna rock with tonight. I like Charlotte minus the 1 as the official pick. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Peace.